to be here at Viet Pride and excited to be part of the opening event tonight. Thank you to the organisers for inviting us to provide an overview of who we are, what we're doing and what we hope to achieve. Ever since last year's Viet Pride, we have been working hard on our bilingual fanzine, Hanoi Panic, to help make the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, intersex and queer voice in Hanoi and Vietnam louder. And more importantly, we wanted other queer people to know that they are not alone. We are predominantly a zine-producing collective. We are proud that our production team is both Vietnamese and international, and importantly, includes members and perspectives from each of the first 4 letters of the LGBT acronym, with the core team consisting of me, Nicki Minaj, Hanoi Panic's founder, Donna, and its director, Eddie Gaga, the people who stand before you tonight. This is the core of Hanoi Panic, and of course we have other members as well, but we probably wouldn't all fit on the podium. The 3 of us come from different parts of the world where being queer is generally accepted, and we want to make Hanoi and the rest of Vietnam feel the same way. So we produce a queer positive zine. As far as we know, Hanoi's first.
Okay, so you may be wondering what exactly a zine is. And a zine is a self-published, small circulation, often non-profit, books, papers, websites. They usually deal with sometimes too controversial subjects or niche subjects for mainstream media, presented in an unpolished layout, usually unusual design. Everyone from a major NGO to a teenager can be an author, an editor, art director, and publisher of a zine, and that's what makes them so awesome and amazing. Since the invention of the photocopy machine, zine making has been one of the most popular independent ways to self-publish, especially in underground communities. But it's hard to generalize about zines, the same way it's hard to generalize about culture, not just hard, impossible. Because like all art and media, zines can be anything and everything. So, zines.
I grew up making zines as a gay punk kid in Philadelphia. It's a way to start a movement and a means of catalyzing social change. I was influenced by the Riot Girl movement as well as the punk scene. There is so much potential here in Vietnam and in Hanoi in particular. And we wanted to take a step forward with zine making, both as an art form and a means of progressing social movements and creating social momentum.
And how I wanted to get involved was, I'm a journalist, and upon my arrival in Hanoi 2 years ago, I tried to approach a local magazine trying to start an LGBT column, but the magazine at the time was not ready to be so pro-LGBT. So the idea to team up and create something together is what ended up happening. I wanted to share a little bit about my story about why I wanted to help make the zine. And it's because before I came out of the closet, I remember going to a magazine stand and grabbing up my first gay magazine, and you know, just how empowering that felt to take something home with me, even before I was able to come out to myself, and you know, have something in my house that I knew supported me and you know, made me feel not alone. So I wanted to help recreate that experience here for people.
For me, the zine format appeals because it's an accessible way to try to provide local LGBT people with a voice and try to start conversations in a way that is hopefully fun and engaging and not too intimidating. And I think the do-it-yourself DIY component is so appealing and important because we want other people to take up the challenge that we've put out there and produce their own zines and really start some much-needed dialogues. From my brief time here and having also spoken to local queer people and groups both personally and in my role with Hanoi Panic, individual members of the community are looking for that They're looking for an avenue, a format, a medium to do that, to tell their stories, to be heard. So if we can help guide that in any way, I think that's a really positive thing to do here in Hanoi. I wanted to add that we recently attended a film screening curated and hosted by Queer Forever Festival. One of the documentary films about older Asian American queer persons of colour spoke about the availability of such publications, zines or magazines produced by the community for the community, being a lifeline to these individuals in otherwise isolating circumstances. And we know isolation is a problem for many LGBT people around the world, but in socially conservative areas like northern Vietnam in particular.
We have found that Hanoi Panic has rapidly become more than a zine-producing collective. In our short life, we have been involved in several local queer-oriented events. For example, a regular DJ spot at Queer Disco, which is celebrating its first anniversary tomorrow night, and with helping to set up and having a presence in the community tent at Asian Pride. It is our intention that we initiate, encourage, and facilitate many more such events with the aim of helping to create a supportive, inclusive, and thriving queer community and well-patronized queer-friendly spaces in Hanoi.
But just like you're not alone, we're not alone. So we really want to encourage people to take up zine formatting and create their own zines and let your voices be heard. Hanoi Panic, we're conscious that it's not appropriate to just simply lift and transfer, say, the US Pride movement or European Pride movement to Vietnam. We're not here to or trying to impose a particular queer culture from our country. We think it's great and important the work that Tom is doing to create this and tailor the LGBT movement here towards Vietnam. And we really want to congratulate Tom on all that and all his participants in their 4th Viet Pride. Hanoi Panic's 3rd issue will be out next month with a focus on transgender issues. Viet Pride has grown substantially, and we have, as a community, earned some visibility. What we want to do is launch with our next issue, is see what we can do to help change some laws. I don't think anyone's expecting Vietnam to pass marriage equality, but what we can do is start seeing what we can do to lay the groundwork for allowing people to change sex in their ID cards. And so, without that change, it leaves trans people open to discrimination when applying for jobs. We have earned some visibility, but now we want to see some positive change.
A related issue where we would like to see change is the fact that we cannot be our true selves in the workplace. We are afraid of being discriminated against if we tell our employers that we are queer. This is something rather new to us because in the countries we come from, it is against the law to discriminate against a person because of their sexual orientation. At the end of the day, we believe that Hanoians should not panic when they discover that their brother or sister or cousin or teacher is queer. We simply want to be accepted so we and others can get on with our lives. We are here, we are queer, get used to it.